Hello, everybody. Mr. Brown, Proclaim Ministries, and I'm starting a new series called Hey, I Got a Question. And the truth is, it's not a new series. I did it way back in 2010. It was part of our podcast, but I'm getting a lot of questions from our YouTube channel, from when I speak, and from the kids I work with through Kids Ministry. And so I'm going to start giving my perspective on those questions. Now, I don't have all the answers, and sometimes my answer will simply be, I don't know. Because sometimes the Bible doesn't always give you an answer to the question we're asking. Sometimes the Bible just leaves things open. And I know God has an answer for everything, but sometimes the Bible doesn't give us an answer for certain things. But I will give my perspective on your question. So I got a question today from someone on the YouTube channel who's been watching the 31 Days of Wisdom. Now, if you've been watching that series, thank you. That's probably my most popular series on YouTube. You can check out that series right here. But if you don't know, I did another series on wisdom called Get Wisdom, and it's a more recent one. But we looked at different verses from the book of Proverbs. I think Proverbs is so important because it's so important to get wisdom. Even when it comes to questions, we have questions we need answers to. God gives us wisdom through his word. And so check those series out. The links are both up there, and I'll put them in the description if I remember. But this question is this. Hope all is well with you. I follow a YouTube channel. At the moment, I am doing 31 Days of Wisdom. I love your videos. Nice, simple, and straightforward. That made me smile because I'm trying to make things simple and to the point. I would like to inquire about what Bible you use or Bible study. I feel like the way you read it from yours is more understandable. Would like to ask recommendations. Thank you very much. Keep the amazing work up that you're doing for God's kingdom. Thank you so much. I won't use your name because I didn't ask permission, but it's probably public so people can see. Anyway, what Bible do I use? Now, during the series of 31 Days of Wisdom, I used my New American Standard Bible. This was the Bible I was using for a long time. And if you can see this Bible, it's got all kind of markings on it. I mean, I marked this Bible up. And I think if you use a Bible, mark it up. Use it. Make notes in it, different colors, different margins. I mean, I got all kind of notes and things, even dates in here. Ooh, is that a date from my wife for dating? Yeah, this was from me and my wife for dating. And we're courting. We did a courtship thing, but yeah. And this is really good. But anyway, I was using that back then, the New American Standard Bible. Currently, I'm using the ESV, English Standard Version. And I like it a lot. But I have two recommendations. Number one, find a version that you really like, and find one that you really like, you can understand. I know some people are still like King James only. Well, I don't think there's just one. Find one you like. But I would also say this. Look for other translations, too, that you can look at often. Like I use my phone or I use an iPad a lot to read the Bible, so I can look at different versions of the Bible. Sometimes helps me get different understanding. Now, I'm not going to do a whole series on teaching right now on different translations, but let me give you just a summary of them. The different translations, because when you translate something from one version or different language to another, there's no perfect equivalent that I know of. Like if you're trying to translate something from Spanish to English, there's no perfect one way to do it. So when the Bible translators translate the Bible, they went one, two directions. There's a spectrum, so to speak. Either they try to do word for word, or they did what's called the dynamic equivalent. So this is, if you imagine this line, and there's two spectrums. Some of them meet here, some go here. So some different versions are more trying to go word for word, and sometimes that can be very clunky or kind of hard to read because it doesn't make sense. Some try to do dynamic equivalent, which means this is what it means in your language. And so that's why you have different versions. And some Bibles aren't actually versions at all. They're paraphrases. Like the Message is a paraphrase. I'm not saying the Message is bad, but understand it's not a translation. It's what somebody thought it would have been. They did their own emphasis on certain things. And so be careful that you're not just looking at the paraphrase as the actual scriptures. But I would say the Message may be good to get some understanding, some nuance of what it might be saying. So I would say pick a version that you can understand and read, but also look at other versions as well so you can get different understanding. I currently use the English Standard Version for most of what I do, when I read, when I study, but I also look at other versions as well. So that's my perspective on that question. And if you got a question for me, you can submit it through proclaimministry.com or on our YouTube channel, leave a comment. I'm going to continue this series called Hey, I Got a Question, and I'm going to do a kids version too. So if your kids got questions, and sometimes, you know what, kids ask some of the best questions because they don't have any kind of shame whatsoever. And if your kids are watching, get their question. Don't be ashamed. Hey, there's no question off limits. Again, the Bible doesn't answer every question, but we can get a perspective from the Word of God. So thanks for joining me. And if you're interested in supporting it, like this video, first of all, like it, subscribe to the channel. Also, I would love your support in our ministry. We're really trying to continue to do more and more a Bible teaching for kids and families. Go to proclaimministries.com/kids, or just look down, not kids, give. Look down the description in the YouTube video and you'll find out more information. Thanks for watching, and hopefully these videos helping you connect faith and life.